Morning guys, thanks for joining in again for day one of week 2 of the Guildford City Fitness live stream. So thanks again to everybody who's taken part over the last week or so. It's been absolutely phenomenal, like I say, every day. It's never going to get boring. Just commending you and thanking you for all the input you've had on all the social media channels, all the videos that you've had coming out, all of the squads that are watching this live stream, just to see how well you've been doing the challenges. And all the little bits you put in on your own, like really putting your own spin on it, and really embodying all the values that we're trying to teach you all as part of the club. And good morning as well to anyone who's joining us, whether you're a coach or a parent from this club or from any other club around the country. Weather's really starting to pick up a little bit this morning now, so hopefully I'll be able to take my jacket off pretty much straight away. We didn't get any messages asking for demonstrations today, so we can pretty much just get going straight into it. I will remember this time, however, to plug the sports science presentations. So for those that have seen the last week, I think Wednesday, we announced that as part of this online package that we're putting together for everyone to try and keep you engaged and provide you some value during the lockdowns, the sports science team, so Lewis, Ellen and Kate, have put together a series of presentations for you all around nutrition and sports psychology. And starting tonight with Ellen doing a presentation on how to stay motivated during the coronavirus outbreak. So I've seen the slides, they're excellent. I'm really excited to see what she's put together for you, and really hope as many of you as possible can join in. It's been through the Facebook again. I think it will be live, which means you'll be able to watch it later. But please make sure that if you can, that you take part. You will not regret it. It's going to be fantastic. So with that being said, we're going to get going with the warm-up. So we had Runner Bean on Friday. Put in the comments which one you want to see today, because if you don't, I'll pick my own one, or Demi will pick for me, and it'll be really horrible, and I won't have anything left in me to do the session.
Morning Pranes, morning B, morning Medi, morning Ella.
Okay, just to get going, very quick, little bit of a pulse raise, do a bit of mobility, then we'll get again going, so that you've got time to get to school with a bit of cool down. So 2, make sure you got your drinks, and then a little 10 seconds, shake yourself out. We're just going to have a little bit of an aerobic 30-second jog. 2, 1, off you go. Nancy on the spot.
Morning Nancy, morning Kira.
I just default to A-skips now, I really don't know how to do jogging on, so.
Morning Sienna, morning Samuel and Joseph and Holly.
Morning guys. I'm really pleased with the spread of squads we get involved in this video. Relax there guys.
Morning Megan and Zach.
I really hope you've all had really good weekends. I've seen some of you through the posts you've been putting on Twitter, etc. 2, 1, off you go.
So how many of you guys loved watching the Baby Shark video?
I wasn't going to throw too much attention to that.
Oh yeah.
Because I look like a pill bug on his back.
I had so much fun filming that one. So yeah, thanks for all your votes.
I mean, I know one of my friend's sons watched it like 10 times on repeat, so I'm pretty sure that it's only like 8 of you that have watched it and just watched me struggling. Relax there. So, standard stuff. A little bit of mobility to get going. We are going to go with dorsal press into sit back, because you can't beat a classic. So, hands and knees, walk yourself out. 30 seconds of that. 2, 1, off you go. So, hips down. That feels really good. And then sit back. Make sure you maintain some dignity while you do it. So sit back there. Sit forward. Try and get your hips down to the ground. Stretch yourself up as much as you can. Can we get one more in? Yeah. And then from here, guys, we're going straight into angry cat, happy cat. So sit back. 2, 1. As angry and as happy as you can. Making sure that when you do, nice big deep breath in, breathe out as you go to the top. Silly me.
So, hi Jordan, Morgan is here and has already done a run with Mum.
Morgan, you're absolutely smashing it on day 1 of the week.
It's great to see how many of these comments are coming from top fans as well, so thank you for all the interactions, keep them coming.
Okay, leave that one there. Thread the needle, guys, and yeah, if you hadn't seen, I did turn on the top badge bit of the page so we can see who's interacting the most and make sure we're giving you a shout out every morning. Go. Ugh. So again, those that struggle with this one, let's go for the classic. Rotate up, drop down. If you're doing it, I'll just do it this way so I don't have to move. Creepy crawl your fingers towards the other side of the room. Pull your shoulders through, or elbow on the ground. Rotate up and try and get the top shoulder over the bottom, and then switch sides.
Morning from top fan Amelia.
Hi Amelia. Ugh. If you get your parents to do this, kids, you'll get to hear all sorts of weird noises coming out of them. Trying to make sure they can keep up with you mobility wise. As much as it's all neck, as much as anything else, you will find it a lot easier to breathe when you rotate if you've got that range of motion from here up to there. So it's really super important that you keep practicing that one, even if it just means you don't lose it when you get older. Leave that one there. We're going to go with a couple of leg swings. So I'm going to use the chairs so I'm not facing away from the camera. So 2, 1, off you go. Nice low and slow to start. Again, mainly for the benefit of the parents watching. And to make sure when you do that big kick, it's not because you slouch and relax your posture. Switch sides. So I normally do one leg at a time, but for today, just so you can see the difference between them, because I can feel the difference. Just make sure that you hold that core position, because even if you go higher, I mean, it's because you do this, it's not your hamstring that's doing the job. Okay, side to side, in 2, 1, let's go. So you can go tiptoe a little bit to make it easier. The main thing is that if you're using the wall, that your hips stay forward, almost like this camera, you're filming in that direction. Don't ruin your trainers while you do it. Just make sure you don't do that, because again, all that tension comes out of the muscles that you're trying to warm up. 2, 1, go. I just broke my own rule, didn't I? You go for a little bit of a hop, you can get a bit more, ruin your trainer some more. But again, just making sure that you're warming up everything that you want to. Then, I know what's coming next. Walkouts. So, back in the streamline, 2, 1, reach down, touch your toes, let your back round if you want. So if you need to feel your lower back stretch out some more, when you're going in between, stay in this position with a straight back. If you stand up, you relax off, down, hold your core, press up plank, up you go, and just hold that position there. And then we'll leave that one. We have got some more examples of single leg RDLs in there, so for those that want, that's a really good way to warm up too. I digress.
Good morning from Morgan. No, sorry, Manon.
Manon, cute. See, Morgan, how many good mornings do you want? Okay, a little bit of shoulder work then, the scat press. You guys can go on your knees if you want. Make sure that in 3, 2, 1, let's go. The main thing happening is you push your hands away and get a really big stretch between your shoulder blades, like this. So this is where you're relaxing, and you do a big push. Make sure this bit of your back stays flat. So it's literally a press up by just focusing on pulling your shoulder blades around, working this muscle in front of your ribs, and stretching out these ones.
Morning from Cara.
Hi Cara. Hope the Baby Shark ab challenge went well for you, or at least better than it did for me. Relax. Okay, IYTWs. So again, body position key here. 2, 1, Let's go. And then I will give you a front to back demonstration as well, just to remind you, your main priority, apart from your wrist staying in line with your ears and nose, is that your shoulder blades do all the movement work. So you're trying to create as much of an opening between these, that you're trying to get them apart, like they've had a fallout, like they've argued, trying to get them to move away from each other. And relax there. So grab your drinks, guys. Just going to run through today's session really quickly. The only bit of equipment, and like I said, I'm going to double check at the end of this session which equipment you need if you haven't seen the sheets, so that tomorrow you've got everything ready for you. So press ups to start. Regs, you've got 35 seconds of each round today. Yes, so regs 35 seconds on. Still going to give you 15 seconds off, and I think Cantier and everyone's a bit younger, you still got 2 rounds instead of 3. So press up, begin, make sure your elbows stay down to your feet. Use the belt trick if you've got someone that can help you. We'll go on these. Sky crunch, so you're going to have your feet up on a chair.
We didn't show the belt trick to these guys last time.
Did we not?
Nope.
Oh, then I'll show you tomorrow, something to look forward to. Sky crunch, feet up. And we're crunching today, so just really pull your stomach up, like a head jog. I think we did that last week as well. Inverted row. I'm going to use the chair, but you guys, again, like you did last week, use medicine balls, use a sack of books, fill your school bag, do an inverted row if you haven't got something nearby. Inverted row, I'm going to use the chair. So you're just going to go like this. So nice flat back, stretching the hamstrings, pull it up, lower it down very slowly. So again, that's me being lazy. I mean, you guys, based on the videos, did some really good work using the school bags. I'd stick with that. Maybe put like a smaller book if you really feel up to the challenge. But again, parents, just make sure that that back position is absolutely key. So then we're going to go into shoulder taps. So holding that core position, as slow as you can, switch between. Make sure we're not doing this. Keep your hips nice and stable, filming the floor into dips. So side of the chair, hands are on the outside, much stronger position for your shoulders to be in. Straight back, move if you have to, down, push up, bend your knees to make it a bit easier, as long as your back stays straight. And then finish off today with burpees again. Clever me. So again, streamline position.
Jordan's favourite, everyone.
Drop down, straight back, out into push-up plank, and then focus on that body position as you go feet forward into a jump. Last little chance to get a drink just before quarter past. So it's only 5 seconds more per round, but it adds up to doing quite a bit more work over the course of the session. Make you a bit fitter and stronger, a bit more robust and happy.
Tegan says good
even more
morning.
impressive challenge times. Well,
Tegan says good morning.
hi Tegan, I assume you've probably been for a run as well. But again, really great job on the values challenge yesterday. Put me to shame again. Okay, so once you're ready, guys, give you 10 more seconds and then we're going to get going. So press ups. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So like we said last week, guys, if you want, you can focus on really slow, controlled repetitions like this. Just so you know, you're doing a really good job working the muscles that you need to work. And 10 more seconds. If you need to go onto your knees, you can, but it's much better to start off strong. Work as hard as you can in round 1, and then you can amend rounds 2 and 3. Relax there. So again, 15 seconds off. We're going into sky crunch. Feet up on the chair. really small stomach. Going in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So breathe out, hold yourself, breathe as you fall down, and then pull with your stomach. Make sure your wrists stay behind your nose. Don't want anyone doing this. It's much easier, but it doesn't work your core as hard as pulling up with it, which is everything you need to concentrate on. Relax. 15 seconds off, going into inverted row. So grab your bag, grab whatever you've got, and we're going in 2, 1, let's go. Two or 3 second hold, down slow like it's falling off a cliff. Like, no. Bang. Big squeeze. Make sure you keep your elbows in nice and tight. So you watch from front on. Not doing that, it's all around the body like this. Okay, and relax. Then you've got shoulder taps. Okay. Make sure your jacket and your cushion's out of the way. We can wash that. So shoulder taps, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So send in all your thumbs up, guys, if you think Jordan or one of the other coaches should do another challenge this weekend.
I might make the poll a bit earlier if we get enough ideas. So again, if you're struggling, guys, hold this push-up plank position. So the younger ones, if you want to get involved, use your cushion and just focus on maybe Superman. So if you go 1 foot, 1 hand off, you're still focusing on not wobbling at your core. Let's switch.
All the thumbs up are coming in.
Oh goodness.
And they're lined up so it looked like you were eating them all.
Not me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't tell them that, they'll just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, into dips then, everyone. So, dips in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Distracting me from my work, everybody. I was really enjoying those shoulder taps.
Morning, Zach.
So again, bring your heels a bit closer if you're not sure how to get on with it. This chair is a little bit less stable than the walls at SSP. The priority always is making sure your back stays straight rather than curving down. Relax. Leave that one there. Thank you, Demi.
That's okay.
It was better than smashing the door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then burpees. So, like we said, younger ones, get someone to set you up like Demi's about to do. 2, 1. Let's go. So lie down on your front.
Go.
Okay, left hand to the floor.
Go.
Back down.
Go.
So again, on my own now, just a bit easier to coordinate than going. So last 10 seconds, get someone to set you off again.
Go.
It's a bit of a reaction game.
And you could even do it as a game where you can only go with the word go, and if someone says a different word, like Simon says, you can't go. Makes it a bit more fun.
Yep. So well done, everybody. That's round 1 out of the way. 2 more to go. So like we were saying, with that 35 seconds, it's much more important that you get some good quality work done. So in that time, parents, if you want to just time your kids to do maybe 5 reps, make them really good, make them really exciting and fun. And then some of the things we've done, because we had some questions from one of the mums over the weekend about amending sessions. I forgot to really cover it properly at the end of the video, about if your kids are asthmatic or managing conditions like that and how to do good aerobic work. There's little ways you can change the sessions. As long as the heart rate's up, it's still going to count as a really good aerobic set. So with the burpees, what we might do the younger ones, is just get them lying on their backs, head to head with someone else, and really try and calm them down. It makes it far more jumpy when you get going again. So lie on your back, close your eyes, nice and flat, and then you set me off whenever you're ready.
Go.
Try and get up as quick as you can. And the more you let them sit, the harder it's going to be, because they'll start to get really jumpy. Rex, remember playing the giraffe and unicorn game as well, which I can't demonstrate on my own, but I can put it up on one of the channels, something we did a little while ago. So, aerobic, we've got just a little bit longer left in this round. I will cover in the next rest how to create aerobic sets, and we'll maybe send out a little email for next week as well.
Holly is having lots of fun and is loving it.
I'm really glad to hear it, Holly. Holly who?
Hopwood.
Well, Hopwood, welcome back. Right, okay. Round 2. Kind of buzzy now. Okay, so starting off then, press up, sky crunch, inverted row. Maybe one that you guys are going to get fitter, I'm going to improve my memory. So, press up time. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, little ones, make sure your hands are under your shoulders, hips are down the whole time. Just fall really slowly. If you find you're struggling with pushing up a bit, that's okay. You just relax, go into your elbows, recover on your own. Just get your parents or somebody or a sibling just to make sure that this bit is really good. So hold your stomach really tight until you can build up to doing this. But like we said, it's all practice. Relax there. Sky crunch. There's no swimmer or athlete I've ever worked with that started on a regression that we ever scolded or thought they weren't doing a good job. It's actually better for you to concentrate on doing what you need to. Going, sky crunch in, 2, 1, let's go. On with you.
Susanna Gates says, I've now brought my brother in.
Oh, very kind of you, Susanna. Is he going to be a training partner for you, or is he looking to get fit as well? Either way, I'm sure you're going to be a great role model for him. So again, if the streamline's too much for some of you, just rest your arms across your chest. There you go, and relax. So it just makes it a little bit easier because there's less weight over your head, basically. Then you're going into inverted rows. So you're going to jump up. 5 seconds left. Grab your books and bags and whatever. 2, 1. Just make sure you can avoid chicken necking, guys. So when you pull, head shouldn't move. Hold it.
So I know we say it each video, but thank you so much to everyone that keeps interacting. It really does motivate Jordan and keep him going. And it's great for me as well. I'm sitting here with my hot water bottle and my blanket. So it's just fun being able to read your comments.
Yeah, really big squeeze. Really slow fall. Yeah, it's just me being silly with the voice going, no, but again, it helps re-emphasise that control. Leave that one there. Then finish off the round, we've got shoulder taps, dips and burpees. So 2, 1, here we go. So again, feet really wide, so small people, really wide, comically wide. Make a nice little tripod with your hands. And if you want to, I'm going to gamble my phone again for your entertainment and education. Put up something soft, like a ball or a water bottle is quite a common one. Go into that position. And just make sure when you do this, you're not going to gamble losing it. And the way to do that is to squeeze your hips really hard, like when you're holding a hard leg kick. So make sure that you don't go, because you can just imagine what would happen there. Relax. Sorry, I overran on that one. A bit excited on the talking. So then dips. 2, 1, let's go. Left side on, bend your knees, hip hips down. Again, if you are strong enough and confident enough, go with straight legs. But it's much better, make sure when you're doing this one, guys, that your back is perfectly flat. And you just go down, so your shoulder is a little bit above your elbow. So from there, down, 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 there, push, and then relax. So then therapy time. Last one of the round. This game's a little bit like sleeping lions. Regs, I want you burping until you can't anymore. 2, 1, let's go. So, having someone set you off again. 5 or 6 really good ones.
Go.
Okay, wait for Demi's cue. We'll go off your parents.
Go.
Okay.
Go. 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 Go.
Relax. Probably find your jumps get smaller and smaller as you go through, and that's part of the fun. Trying to make sure that by the end of all of this, you can still jump the same height and do more of them. So even if you can, and you only do 4 really good ones, next week we do this, you might get 5 done, you might get 6 done, and you can build it up and it becomes measurable. So you know you're going at your pace and you're getting better. So, aerobic sets. Bit of time, like I said, this is mainly for parents. A lot of the kids are doing runs anyway, but aerobically, if you look at some of the games we played during the warm-ups, all you have to do, add them up, do a bit more time. So as long as you and your kids spend at least 10 to 15 minutes working, so take the rests out. If you think about the bean game, for example, you might decide that you just want to play the bean game for 10 minutes. So you could do 2 5-minute rounds with another minute off, 30 seconds off. With things like asthma, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physio, so it's not really my lane. So as long as you're smiling, your heart rate's up, you're breathing hard, and you're having fun with it, completely fine. So you might just decide that you want to do the bean game for a minute, rest. You might want to mix it in with Simon Says. Same rules apply, jogging on the spot. When Simon Says touch the ground, do that, play that for a couple of minutes. You could do 1 round of each and alternate, change it up. You could do the burpee thing. So the only guidance you need to worry about is that you've got about 10 minutes of good work and that you don't sit down during the rests. And then if you want, you can cut the rest down so next time you do it, maybe have like 10 seconds less rest between rounds, or you can add another round in. So you might end up doing 3 rounds of 5, you can do 2 rounds of 6, just literally add 1 little piece every time you try it and go from there. So again, any questions, let me know, but I just thought I meant to put that in on Friday and didn't get the chance, so there it is, and like I said, I'll remind you later. So round 3, back into press ups. I'm going to do a little bit more rest there again, guys. So press ups, round 3 in, 2, 1, off we go.
Tara Oxley says, I tried the baby shark challenge and it was hard but hilarious.
I remember your mum saying on the comments, hopefully it looked a bit more graceful than it did with me. I might have to do a hard mode version at the end of the lockdown. Back at Surrey Sports Park, hopefully I'll have got a bit better at doing it. Oh, broke my rule again. So hips forward, then drop down, leave that there, into sky crunch.
You never know, to celebrate all getting back together when you're back at Surrey Sports Park, you can all do a joint baby shark challenge.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? So actually guys, what you might find with the sky crunch is that the closer to the bench you go, the easier it should be to go up, like this. I was using that as a pillow, but it's getting in the way. a nice tight streamline. If you can't hold that, just go hands across your chest, elbows off the floor, relax there. Then we've got inverted row. So back up on your feet. Going in 3, 2, 1. Off you go.
So mums and dads, how are you getting on with taking part? You enjoying it, or is it a bit harder than you thought it might be?
Again, I think it's one of those things where people, it's been great even when we've gone out for walks around here. Like seeing families going out together with the dogs and whatnot, which you might not necessarily get the chance to do normally. Relax.
Yeah, me and Jordan watched a video. Oh. Yeah, we watched a video last night, and it was just a nice comment that was made about how when this is all over and in the years to come, your kids are gonna remember that this was the time that they got to spend so much time with their mums and dads and just have fun with them. So yeah, it's just a nice thought.
Really concentrate, guys. Finish strong. Keep your hips nice and level. If you really start to feel it in your back or somewhere that you shouldn't, have a little 5-second break. Because the sessions are a bit longer, you've got a bit more time to concentrate on body position. Relax. With having those teeny tiny, they're not even breaks. They're not long enough to call a break. It just means you get to concentrate, check where you're at. Once you get as old as me, you'll know what your body's doing most of the time. You guys are still learning, so take advantage of it. And then you're going into dips in 2, 1, off you go. I meant to do that.
So Emma McFarlane says, I'm going to do the baby shark and bring Sally up challenge every day this week.
Oh my goodness.
I tried them yesterday as well. They were fun. Wow. That's amazing. I would not cope doing one day of that.
No. I was really glad that Baby Shark won. Relax. Yeah, believe me. As much as Will Condren and some others did their best to try and bring Sally. I think Chris Finch did it too.
I mean,
then burpees. 2, 1, let's go. So 5. Or what you can do, just do squat jumps. So here, get someone to say go.
Go.
Jogging, jogging, jogging.
Go. Go.
Psych myself out.
Go. Go.
Stay strong, guys. Last little bit of the round.
Go.
And we're done for this.
Go.
Leave it there. Then you abuse the powers again. Move the wiener off of it.
Never.
So, it's definitely that there. It's an alternative worth considering. So as you start to get more and more tired, you don't start just throwing yourself down, hitting the floor, concentrate on that body position, getting a really good powerful jump. So really well done today, guys. Like I said, 5 seconds per exercise doesn't sound like a lot, but over the course of the week, it's going to start adding a little bit more work to your day. So it's definitely always worth taking your time building up at your pace.
Oh wow. Finley and Dylan are doing the Bring Sally Up challenge every day.
Have I forgotten? Is that song really short? I swear it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quad stretch then, guys. 2, 1. Grab your ankle, make sure you've had a drink.
I was tempted to give that challenge a go, guys, but I can't even do 2 push-ups, so...
That's where the belt comes in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going to go through the belt tomorrow. I'm sure it was this video, not the other one. Where all you have to do, relax. 2, 1, let's go. So let's think. Who have I done it with? People in Matt Squad I've definitely tried it with. where you put the belt under your armpits and just get a parent to pull you up a little bit. It makes that so much easier. But I say easier, it's actually more coordinated because you can hold your body position and push. So the way the Guildford Land Training Program works, it's not about just making it easy for the sake of it. It's always got a purpose. Every little change is about making you a better person and a better athlete. And that's just one way of us achieving that. Relax.
Definitely makes it more possible to focus on your posture and technique, that's for sure.
Yeah, Demi was a benefactor
Oh,
of the belt
yes.
push-ups the other day. So 2, 1, let's go. Just very quickly, I know I've spent a lot of time putting people against this stretch, but I think you can do it right. The main thing to look for is the posture. So if you find people doing this, you might feel it, but not as much as if you don't stretch as much. Pull your toes up towards your head and keep your back position steady. And pull your belly button down towards your other foot, rather than just reaching through your upper back. Switch. So I'm going to feet on the floor. 2, 1, let's go. I'm going to turn side on. Oh, there it is. So you might find with this one, you're struggling to find the position, but that's good, because it means you're starting to learn your body a little bit more. So for me, that's still on the back of my leg. If I move my toes around, it changes it a little bit. If you bend your knee, you might find you get a stretch a little bit higher up your hamstring rather than down behind your knee. So depending on what position your leg is, you might find it there, up behind your hip, or right in the middle. Relax. Lots of different ways to achieve a good stretch. Going. So 2, 1, let's go. I'm working my internal clock. Okay, so as always guys, toes facing forward, hips facing forward. I'm just going to sink away from your straight leg. Reach if you want, to make sure you maintain some dignity while you do it, wherever you go. Or you can lean up towards that foot, push your hips away. The more your hips get away from that ankle, the more stretch you should feel. Switch sides.
Thank you, Jordan, from Sam.
You're welcome, Sam. Thanks for joining in. I would look a bit more excited saying that, but this is a pretty nasty stretch for me. Should have been a swimmer. Okay, there you go. So again, as always, don't sink into a really painful range of motion, because all that's going to happen is you'll lose it more. So gradually relax into it and you'll start to unlock it a bit more. Hip one. So some of you know this one. You're going to go right foot on the ground in front of you, take your left foot all the way around in front, and then push your hips to the right. So whichever foot goes down first, that's the way you lean. You're trying to get your body away from your hip. Again, like they've had an argument and they're trying to get away from each other. But the main thing is that from the side, you're all perfectly lined up. And if you do that with this and fall over, you won't feel it on the side. Switch feet, left foot. You should feel all that stretch here. It's a bit like bent the iron cross, but it's a bit easier to make sure it's on the outside of your hip. So again, they're good examples for people that might need to work on it more, but it's nothing to do with it being purely about that specific stroke. But breaststrokers, again, all of that time you spend pulling your knees away to initiate a kick, these muscles are going to get very tight. This is a great way to mobilize them a little bit. Relax.
So we got thank you from Tegan, Flavio,
Flavio.
Maddie. We got thank you, Jordan, and especially for all the explanations for the younger ones. Pranas now does it all much more confidently.
I'm really glad that helped Pranas. And again, Maddie's someone that I know is going to do an absolutely amazing job. She's going to have a big smile on her face while she's doing it. That's great to hear from you all.
Thank you, Jordan. Mum says that was a tough today from B. And
you're welcome, mate. I'm glad you're both enjoying it.
thank you, Jordan. Great fun from Morgan.
Very welcome, Morgan. Again, that's another person. Everyone's the same, so I don't feel like if I haven't said your name, that I don't appreciate your effort. I know that you're all very capable. It's definitely the best place I've had the pleasure of working, just for the sheer enthusiasm and commitment everyone shows. So again, this one here, nice straight back. Let your hips fall out to the side a little bit.
Thank you from Kira.
You're welcome, Kira. I should probably not do the shout outs while I'm stretching.
Yeah, you do sound
Kira,
in pain.
Like, no, we're really glad you're joining in, everyone. And again, with that one, so front on, that position, and the more you get your hip away from the side you're stretching, the more you'll separate those muscles. Well, you'll separate their attachments and they'll get a bit longer.
Thank you from Ella.
You're welcome, Ella. Again, the more we go through this, the more I can't wait to go back to normal and see everyone again.
Yeah, Jordan's definitely missing all you guys. Thank you from Serena.
Welcome, Serena. Again, this one, posture, opposite foot to hand. Make sure you start trying to turn your chest bone, so that bone in the middle of your chest there, away from the elbow that's over your head. It has to be over your head, so you're separating this muscle here.
Thank you, Jordan. Well done in the Baby Shark Challenge from Cara.
Okay, thank you, Cara. Again, it's almost like peer pressure. You always tell kids not to bow to it, but as soon as people tell me, "Go and do this fitness challenge," I can't help myself.
Thank you from Scarlett. Thank you, Jordan. See you tomorrow from Amelia.
Okay, looking forward to it, Amelia. Have a great day. So very quickly, like I said, what do we need to look at? Challenges. So today we are back into the responsibility challenge. So I think everybody has really done a fantastic job of embodying these values, like I said at the start of the video, and it's been really great as a coach and again as a member of the club and a part of this community, just to see the engagement that we've had with it. So thank you so much. Responsibility for, and again, I know I've been kept focusing on the sheets that I can only load one at a time, but the way that it works is that I'm reading out the regs one. So Cantier have got a slightly easier challenge for them. If you want to try the one that I'm saying on the camera, absolutely feel free. If you feel confident enough to have a go, please do so. So today you've got to do the responsibility, which is 5-star jumps. You 2 rounds. So you've got 5-star jumps, 5 up downs, 5 sky crunches, quick as you can, and then descend each round. So you're going to go 5, 5, 5. So 5-star jumps, 5 up downs, 5 sky crunch. Go back to the very beginning. Do 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Have a break, get a drink, wait for 5 minutes, and then repeat it. You're going to do the same thing but a second time. Try and see if the scores are different, if you can hold them, if you can get better even. Combine them, post them both on social media with hashtag GCSC, hashtag your squad name, and then hashtag responsibility. So whether that's Twitter or whether that's Instagram, just make sure you put those hashtags in and we'll see it, and we can give you the appropriate shout out. And that's it for this. Any other questions, you've got your chance now to ask them, otherwise I'll address them tomorrow. Just another reminder that tonight we're starting the first of a series of sports science performance support webinars. So those will be starting at 6 p.m. tonight, with Alan's one on staying motivated during the coronavirus outbreak. And like I said at the start, I really cannot recommend enough that you get involved. If you haven't had a chance to ask the questions, you have to put them in 2 days in advance. So make sure that you stay tuned for the information on the next one, which will be more around nutrition. And we're going to alternate nutrition and psychology, just to make sure that you guys have got a chance to sort of address some of those other gaps you might have in your performance preparation, but equally it's just something to concentrate on and maybe pick up that you haven't thought of before. So that's completely aimed at all ages, all the parents, anyone who has anything they want to know, just get in touch and we'll try and address it as best we can. But make sure that if you can't watch it live, you do catch up on it later on, because it's absolutely gonna pay off and give you a benefit. So nothing through on the comments.
No, just one more thank you from Holly.
Okay, you're very welcome, Holly. Thanks for tuning in. So good morning again from me, and have a great day from everyone at Guildford City.